Being in shape is one of the best things that you can do for your own self. I come from a place where I was extremely overweight. I used to be 123 kgs with no muscle of any sorts. And then I shredded down to about 90 kgs, so around 33 kgs of weight loss. And I'm fairly tall, I'm 6'1", so I was slightly lean. I would say I was around 15 to 20% body fat in that range. And that completely changed my life. Now, I will be honest, with time, it has been 3 years since that I did gain majority of the weight back, but now I have lost around 13 kgs again. I started at 123 kilos again, and currently I'm 109, 110 kilos. And this transition phase of my life reminded me how much of a difference your physical structure makes in impressions of people, or more importantly, in your own perception of yourself. When you are not in shape, you constantly doubt yourself. I will speak for my own self. I used to be extremely underconfident when I was overweight back in 2019. This is how I look, by the way. Used to be extremely underconfident, used to have no self belief of any sorts, used to not even have the courage to go and talk to any woman that I liked. And it was not because I was not attractive. It's subjective. Of course, I wasn't as attractive as I probably am right now or back in the day. I rejected my own self before actually approaching anyone else or before actually messaging someone else, thinking that they were too good for me. Or I will of course get rejected. Why did I think like that? It is because I was so consumed in my own deficiencies, in my own flaws, that उसके अलावा मुझे कुछ दिखता ही नहीं था. And once you actually start to change, start changing your physique, start taking care of your health, the confidence that you build is extremely, extremely weird. I'm not saying this in a narcissistic way, but for someone who experienced such difference in perception when they were talking to people, and a switch when you are in shape and how people treat you, then you literally get your work done. That is not a joke. If you are in good shape, you can get shit done, which you wouldn't be able to do if you are overweight. That's just a sad fact. It is sad how shallow the world is and how shallow women can be, but it is true. And men. This is not just limited to women and men, like everyone. When you get in good shape, you start respecting your own self more. And that is very powerful. You start to develop a self belief. And मैंने ये personally experience किया है. People treat you differently. Your social circle treats you differently. You get respect more. You respect yourself more. It is the most beautiful and the most empowering feeling that I think anyone can ever experience. And if you are currently out of shape, please, please have belief on me. Trust yourself and take action, because this shit is fixable. And once you do fix this, your entire life is going to get better. I have never met any single person who transformed and said that this was a shitty experience. It is literally the best thing that you can do for yourself. If you are in better shape, you attract more. You attract more, not just, I'm not just talking about love interest. You attract more opportunities because you have an aura around you which resonates growth. Your confidence is so strong that if you conquer your demons, you can conquer everything. There is some level of discipline and patience that is required, that is for sure there. But even if you want to climb a mountain, you only have to take little steps, and those little steps do compound. You can't just look at the peak and wonder, "Kyo, will I be able to reach there?" Good luck with that. But just keep your head down and keep walking, and you will reach there for sure. I have done that once. I'm doing it again, and I'm 50% there. And I do feel people changing even right now. When I was leaner, I used to get so much more attention from women, especially. Hell, even men respected me. Men who I have known. I met my bullies, and they were complimenting me and they were showing me respect. How fucked is that? In a good way, because I earned that respect. I earned respect for my own self, and then the world respected me. This this is the best form of self love. If you're someone who is extremely overweight, I would really suggest losing weight fast as the first step, because that will give you some immediate sort of results which will push you to work harder. And once you have lost a lot of weight, then focus on building muscle, which is a slow process, but it is for sure worth your time and your energy and your effort.